What's up guys, Austin here, back with another rowing workout of the day rowing video. And in this series, we cover Concept 2's workout of the day, where they give you a workout, but don't really tell you like a way to go about it. And so in these videos, we break down that workout of the day, go over a fun way to approach it to make it very engaging and very worthwhile. And so we're gonna cover that again in this video. And in today's workout of the day, it's going to be interval pyramids as we work 1 minute of rowing, 2 minutes of rowing, 3 minutes of rowing, 4 minutes of rowing, and then 3, 2, 1. So we're gonna be increasing all the way up to 4 minutes total and then working our way back down. We've got 1 minute of rest and recovery in between each of these. Now, there's a couple different ways that you can go about a workout like this, but I think today's workout, this interval style, is a great way to practice bringing different amounts of power at the same stroke rate. That's right, you thought I was gonna say each interval, the shorter it is, the higher the stroke rate. No, not today. We're gonna try to keep the rate strictly at 20 strokes per minute for each of these intervals. However, as the intervals get longer, you're not gonna be able to bring the same amount of power with each stroke. And so the main focus of today's workout is understanding and practicing your connection and power output on your rowing machine. Think about putting your hand in like a tub of water, right? If you just slowly move your hand back and forth, there's not a lot of resistance that you feel on your hand. But if you get a good grasp, a good hunk and chunk of that water, you try to move your hand as hard as you can, you feel the resistance against you, and it takes a lot more effort to do that. Guys, it's the same idea on the rowing machine. So at 20 strokes per minute for a 1 minute row, you need to be bringing that big, meaty push through the water like you would if you were, again, sticking your hand in a tub of water. Whereas for the 4 minute row, you still want to be given some oomph, but not nearly as much oomph because you're going to burn out before the 4 minutes is up. And so to make this happen effectively, keeping the same stroke rate, if you're bringing more power, that should be reducing your split per 500 meter or your pace per 500 meter. And so as each piece goes lower in duration, so the shortest pieces should be our highest power output or our lowest split per 500 meter. And for each minute that the piece gets longer, let's see if you can maintain within 2 to 3 split seconds overall than you did the piece before. Now, like I said at the beginning of the video, this isn't the only way to go about this pyramid style of intervals, but it's a great way to practice your power and connection with the rowing stroke and understand that your up and down speed, your strokes per minute, it doesn't really matter what that is. You can make any strokes per minute tough. So we're gonna lock it down to 20 strokes per minute for each of these intervals. Now, let's get out and row. Okay, so another workout down. Those intervals were a lot harder than I was expecting them to be, but tried to stick to the 20 strokes per minute, and again, working on just that feeling of acceleration, accelerating more on the shorter pieces and kind of tapering it back a little bit on the longer duration rows. And man, that 4-minute row was really tough. Let's take a look at the results, see how we did. So it's kind of weird to see how it's broken down here because it brings in the rest intervals too, where it says R 1 minute. So if you're not used to looking at that, just kind of ignore the lines that say R 1 minute. That just shows me the rest meters, how many meters you got during the rest. But the idea here is that with each piece, stroke rate and the split time. Oh, my hands are just shaking right now. We had that 1 minute row to start at a 1:39 split, again holding that 20 strokes per minute. Second piece, 2 minutes, brought it up about about 3 split seconds higher. Went a little bit high on the rate overall, I guess. The overall average was just 21. I know it's not perfect each row, but I really tried to hit that 20, so just a little bit above, but pretty much the same stroke rate. Third piece, 3-minute row, add on about 1.5 split seconds, held that 20 rate, so 144 split average, and then the 4-minute piece, the beast, went 145.9, so about 2 split seconds, again holding the 20 strokes per minute. If we scroll down here, we can see the rest of these pieces. There was the 4-minute one we just looked at, now back down to 3 minutes, dropping it down about 2.5 split seconds, and then bringing it down for the 2-minute place, or the 2-minute row, another 2 split seconds just about, and then the last one, really trying to get after it, that last 1-minute row, 137.7 at 20. So pretty happy with that. Again, guys, it really just comes down to practice, understanding that your speed up and down with your stroke rate really doesn't matter. It's all about the power and the connection you bring to each stroke, just like running your hand through water in a pool, right? The slower you bring it through, the easier it's gonna feel, but the harder you can grip the water and push it across, the more force you're gonna generate, and therefore the lower the split time would be. So let's go ahead and go inside and stretch it out. Okay guys, to wrap things up, we've covered a few stretches so far: the hamstring stretch, the quadricep stretch where you bring your foot behind you. Another stretch I want to show you today, something to help out with your forearms and your grip, because you know, as much as we try to keep our arms as straight as we possibly can during each rowing stroke, I know personally my biggest problem is sort of breaking my arms early, especially on those shorter, more intense efforts. You want to take some time to stretch out your forearm. So there's a couple ways you can do that. You can take your hand and pull your fingers back like this. That's a great way to stretch out one arm at a time. But you can also just take your hands, place them on the ground like this, and then slowly work back. Trying to keep your fingers straight and just feeling that stretch all across your forearms. It feels pretty good, and it's a good position to just kind of chill in for a little bit. So that'll help keep you from developing tendonitis here on the inside of your elbow, and just make it so that your grip isn't hurting so much. But guys, I hope you enjoyed the workout today. I hope you learned a little bit. Let me know what you thought of this workout down in the comments below. If there was any workout out of the 3 so far that I've made that I think you should try, I definitely think it's that one. It's definitely tougher than the other workouts, but it's a great way to learn some discipline on your rowing machine. So let me know what you think down below. Let me know what you want to see next. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.